Once upon a time, in a cartoon forest that was bright and magical, there lived a silly donkey named Danny. Now Danny was no ordinary donkey. Danny was a very sparkly donkey. And one day he found a shiny party hat and put it on his head, and it made him look like a unicorn. So Danny the donkey decided he was actually a unicorn. Now this made the other forest animals laugh, but they were also a little bit curious. A couple of rabbits hopped up to him and said, "Hey, new hat, where did you get it?" But when Danny answered, "I'm a unicorn," they all burst out laughing. Even a wise old owl, who was sitting on a nearby tree branch, had to turn his head and say, "You're not a unicorn, you're a donkey. Donkeys don't have horns, they have ears." But Danny just smiled and said, "Well, I'm gonna act like a unicorn today." And so he started prancing around the forest floor like a graceful unicorn. But he wasn't very graceful, and he ended up stumbling over a tree root and falling flat on his face. But Danny was determined to be a unicorn. So he went over to a bucket filled with glitter and some tinsel and pulled out a handful and sprinkled it over the forest floor. "Behold," he said proudly, "I am a magical unicorn doing magical things." The other animals watched as Danny tried to make some more magic, but it just ended up making a sparkly mess everywhere. Then Danny tried to sing a unicorn song, but he was a little off-key. And midway through the song, his hat fell off his head and got stuck in some sparkly decorations. Danny just kept smiling and prancing around as the other animals looked on in amusement. After a while, the rabbits and the birds and the old owl all cheered for Danny. The owl said, "You may not be a unicorn, but you're a very special donkey, and we love you just the way you are." Danny smiled and bowed. Then all the animals joined together and did a silly dance under the rainbow lights as the forest glittered all around them.